Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another review. Today's Tuesday, January 12th. Had a pretty range-bound day for SPY. Had a huge sell-off, and then buy the dip mode is still in effect. So still quite a bit of indecision near the highs here. IWM was quite a bit stronger and actually closed near the highs. So let's take a look at what happened in my trading side here. Had a couple long, couple short. FTFT, so this one had a registered offering yesterday, but if we take a look, every time we've seen this thing look like it's about to sell off, we do get a nice little spike in. So here I thought it was going to be the similar kind of thing. However, so I was watching the same kind of thing for today. We had one of those, so I thought we were going to see another one into the close, kind of a after hours potentially rally. Didn't get that push. Had a slight one. I just sold into it, and then we were basing off the 643, and I actually had to step away from the computer, so I just took the rest off. So overall, that's not my playbook. I definitely shouldn't be getting into it this close into the close, but nonetheless, that was that one. SELB, so this is my bread and butter climactic reversal, kind of at this daily congestion zone as well. I did get this one late, preferably if we go here, would enter right around here. Potentially add where I did, but I did like this push up and then stuff on climactic volume, so I got in there thinking that we could sell off and fade the rest of the day, and that's essentially exactly what we did. Covered into previous day high, and then kind of as we were holding this 340 level, I just took the rest off. So overall, good trade. Could be adding right there as we're looking to break there, and then similar kind of thing as we're rolling over. TTOO. So this one I wasn't entirely sure what to do. I actually was late to the markets. There was a couple of nice opportunities here if I was the computer early. We had this pop up into this congestion zone right off the open. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, wasn't here, so I was looking for a little bit of a different play. This one I was looking around this trend. We rejected off the daily level as well as off of the moving averages, so I thought we could dump low of day and then continue through the gap. That didn't happen, so just kind of curled up, and then I took it off just over break even. Minor loss there, and then towards the end of the day, I was looking at this kind of an ascending triangle. If we look in a little bit closer, there's a definite seller on at 190. As soon as the seller lifted, I got in, got a quick cover under 2, and I was actually looking for VWAP and then the 1000 MA. Didn't get the move, unfortunately. Came back down and stopped me out at break even. So that was that one. XPEV. So this is my lesson of the day. They had some good news. They got some credit facility. I think it was like 1.2, 1.5 billion of USD, if I'm not mistaken. So nonetheless, it's a pretty some pretty good news there, and the sector has been rallying. And then what I liked most, actually, if I can. So this solid line there is the daily breakout resistance, kind of support here, resistance, resistance. So I thought, if we break that, we could very well push up. So I tried to play that first break on this asymmetrical triangle, broke, and then SPY dumped hard. So we had a huge flush down. Unfortunately, I got caught out there on this trend break. And then came back up, and then I tried the exact same thing again. This time was quite a bit tighter. If it didn't work, I was just getting out right away. And then I did still like it to the long side, so I'm not sure why I got in short here. I guess we had a couple of reversals here, or reversal candles here, and we also had 52. We had a lot of liquidity on level 2, and every time I would push up, it would just sell. Push up, sell. Didn't even try to get up there. Let me switch it over here. So here you can see XPEV, huge liquidity at 52. If I go in a little bit closer, sorry. So this was the first one I took here as we broke above this 5150, thinking that we could push through here. A little more size added there, sold off, and then similar kind of thing up here. And then I got short. As we're getting up here, there was some smaller levels kind of coming in. I thought they could help push it down. and then got all out here, and I actually flipped my position and took it long all the way into the 55 level. So let's take a look at those executions. So I get long as we break out here, and then had a couple of opportunities to add kind of on that trend on the pullbacks. However, just left it as is, and then covered, as I mentioned. The goal was 55, and actually I think we're going to go a little bit higher. I'm looking for 60. 57 I might take a little bit more off as well. So yeah, we're pushing up here. I took a little bit off in front of 54 because we did have a liquidity level. This one I actually am not happy with adjusting here. We had some large volume coming in and it was turning into a rejection candle, so I just took a little bit more off. But as I mentioned, my final goal was 54.94, just under that 55 liquidity level. So we're continuing to push up here. I think right now market's almost closed for after hours. It is closed after hours, and we're up about 55. So I do have my stop loss at break even. I would like to see this push up and then test. The first one would be 57.80, and then 60, just a whole dollar number. But this thing can very well push up as we've seen. So potentially 64. So yeah, that's kind of my final swing left there. Let's see what's going on with ZOM. So this one was, I actually held a little bit overnight. I had a tiny position left. I got in on a pop. Didn't cover, as I mentioned. I was late to the market this morning and got squeezed hard. Luckily, this was, I think, 5% left of my position, so it didn't hurt. But I did take a decent loss there, and not happy about that one. I did like the flip to a long. Actually, it did look like it was going to sell off, and then kind of broke this level with some increasing volume. We had some liquidity on Bookmap as well, so I actually got long, looking for a squeeze to high of day. Added again, and then this was actually a hotkey error. I was trying to place a stop loss, so as we came back up, I just put it back on. Essentially, a loss of 1 cent here. Covered into the 140 level, and then here is where I took it off as we broke the trend. So this is where I should be taking the full position off rather than just part of it. Should be completely out here, and then potentially even looking for a short below VWAP for this end of day flush. Nonetheless, that was my trading. With this decent sized loss of a swing, I'm actually down 1R today, so it's not too bad. Did get a couple back, and hopefully XBEV see a nice little push for tomorrow to make back some from today. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching, and hope you have a good one. Cheers.